Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to try to make this as quickly as I can, but sometimes I say that and it just carries on. Ladies and gentlemen, most people come to YouTube and they tell you about the news. They report and tell you about things that are happening on this flat earth of ours. They tell you about the problems. They tell you about whose fault it is and all of that. But they never get to the root of the problem, much less offer you a solution, which is the only solution. Okay? They don't go to the root of the problem. They just superficially touch on it and just tell you, well, it is what it is, and you know, we must take it and we just have to follow. No, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, before I begin, let me explain to you as to why. I mean, I've been explaining it for many years. You know, why I wear these glasses. See, in this room in the room that I find myself in, no matter which angle I be at, I set myself up. This is not a studio. Okay, maybe in the future I will have my own mini studio, but not right now. This is what I have. Okay, from the sacred room of my house. Okay. We'll keep it simple here. Okay? We keep it down to earth and simple here. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I wear this is because no matter which angle I put myself in, the glare of the lights, and I need lights, so that you can see me talking to you, you know, it bothers my eyes, that's all. Okay? Okay, so without further ado, let's just start. Today, I'm gonna touch a little bit about the destruction of the family, because ladies and gentlemen, the fabric of every society, the pillar of every society is the family. And the human family has been conspired against since we were created upon the face of this earth. And God put it through a test, our Creator put it through a test, which we failed miserably. So, because the reality is, ever since the very first family went against its very own Creator through disobedience, it was and it has been in a downhill trend for the human. It has been a downhill trend for the human race. Today more than ever, since world leaders have been compromised. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your world leaders, your local leaders have been compromised by the real power that be, which is Satan. Okay, and the power, your local leaders, ladies and gentlemen, they probably mean well, but they cannot do anything. And some of them play what is called control opposition. Okay, do your research on that. Control opposition. They make believe that they are on your side when in reality they are not. Just a typical politician's game. They don't have, see, the world leaders, they don't have any choice in the matter. So they have to support the evolution of humanity destructions and the shedding of innocent human blood to their master, the devil. Through barbaric acts such as, which has been accepted as normal in our society. Okay? In fact, ladies and gentlemen, the human race has the ability to destroy itself off the face of this earth 50 times over. whether you want to believe it or not, as if once wasn't enough. Ladies and gentlemen, the nuclear weapons, the nuclear rockets that you see being displayed around the world, they are being saved for the final battle. For the final battle. Okay? Which is Armageddon, ladies and gentlemen. Which is the real fight between what? Between the returning Savior of humanity, preserver of humanity, Redeemer, whose name is Yahushua. God's Son, whom the world mistakenly know as Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout human history, men have worshipped gods. I already told you that many times. But with the worshiping of gods comes what? Human sacrifice, destruction, destroying of a people, going against the people. Okay? And God's chosen people, which I already told you about who they are, ladies and gentlemen, the powers that be, that's what the agenda is, to destroy God's chosen people. Why? So that there won't be any example, anybody to follow. Of course, they're not going to succeed at it, but nevertheless, they think they will. So throughout human history, human sacrifice, barbaric acts, like in the time of Nebuchadnezzar, he created this statue, and people that didn't, he mandated that if people that didn't pay homage to this big golden statue should be thrown in the furnace. Okay? And so on. They're always mandating and telling you what to do. It's all about control, because the more you control people, and it's so easy. Humanity have been controlled, and I'm going to tell you one of the most obvious ways that they have controlled you. But first, let us go through the barbaric act. In fact, I just told you how they have brainwashed literally the human race. Why? For instance, let me give you one barbaric act. They have destructed the destruction of the nuclear family. The destruction of the nuclear family as God created it. Okay? By controlling what is called marriage rituals, marriage ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, through Roman Catholic Church, people marry in Roman Catholic Church. Do you know what that is? You know what the oath is about? The marriage. You're not supposed to, you will never get a divorce. Your man will literally, or your wife, or a woman to a man can literally be hitting you, abusing you, and you are not supposed to get a divorce. You see? So to imprison you is to bring desperation, to despair you, so that people will do crazy things and that you be more traumatized. Okay? So that's what the marriage ritual is. That's the secret. That's how they have brainwashed humanity into, and you may say, well, Ruben, what about the other religions that marry people besides the Roman Catholic Church? Well, let me just tell you, where do you think the other religion, including the Islamic faith, came from? all of them came from the Roman Catholic Church. In fact, the Roman Catholic Church created the Islamic religion, which is the second biggest religion in the world. So they destroyed the nuclear family by forcing you to live with somebody that you may not really love at all. Or whether you're getting mistreated or not, it's so unfair to the woman. That's why you see women being so traumatized to the point that they don't see anything goes. That's why you see a lot of women out there supporting male transgender athletes into the women's sports. These women have been so conditioned, so worked up, they actually go against their own. Number 2, medicine. Medicine is an evil thing, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Nowadays, it's an evil thing because all you got to do is take a look at the Hippocratic Oath. They take an oath in the name of pagan gods. Because remember, what did I say? This whole world have been have been worshiping God since the beginning. Since the beginning of time. So what does medicine do? See, if all the doctors cure all the diseases in the world, they won't have no jobs. So the scientific community, believe it or not, create diseases. In fact, the AIDS virus has been proven that it was man-made. Number 3, contamination of the environment, like the air, water, and food. Number 5, drug trafficking. And you may say, Ruben, can you run that by me again? You mean they contaminated the environment like the air, water, and food? Yes. Have you read your food labels lately? Read it. Okay? A lot of GMOs up in your food. They do it to get you sick and to save money. Your water has been polluted. Almost all waters in the United States have been polluted because all of them have what is called what is that word? What is they put in water that oh man, I forgot. Just bear with me. Oh, I'm sorry. Fluoride. Okay, fluoride, ladies and gentlemen, is supposedly that it helps the water, but in reality, it's something that comes out of rat poisoning. And yet it is used in New York, which is where I grew up. Of course, I protected myself. In all of the big cities, in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, they use fluoride in your tap water, which is killing and giving cancer to people. Okay? And then you have the air. Or just look at on a clear summer day or whatever, just look up in the skies. And even in the winter time when it's not that cold, you will see contrails, which they might as well call it chemical trails, because that's all it is. They're putting a lot of pollutants up in the air. And they claim that is to block the sun or to protect it from spying satellites. Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is they don't care. World leaders do not care about you. And by the way, that challenge still stands. I will send $600 to anybody. I know money is tight, but I have the $600 saved up for anybody that can send me a video showing that any world leaders has actually cared for its people. And this is not laughing matter, this is real. This is very serious. Drug trafficking, pharmakia, which is pharmakia is the word which came from which is the Greek word for what? For sorcery, witchcraft. And if you take a look at drugs, that's what he has on you. He opens up your body and your mind to receive demons, to get demon possessed. That's why they connect it to every time somebody does something crazy. Like somebody went up to the University of Nevada and killed what? I believe it's 4 people so far, including the gunman. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the family has been destroyed. So when you don't have a family, there is no society. America is done. The human race is done. America is in the way, and she's in the process of being destroyed, believe it or not, in order for them to what? To bring about what they call the New World Order, the new economic reset. And they even say that publicly. From the Pope, from Klaus Schwab, they're telling you, the whole world, they're making sure that the whole world hates America. So drug trafficking, ladies and gentlemen, whether legal or illegal, is the same. I used to be a drug dealer. I even did time for it in New York, in my youth. So please, okay? So please, don't give me this about, oh no, there's some drugs that helps. No, they're not drugs that helps. It's going back to nature, to your natural remedies that helps you. For instance, when you have a cold, you mix garlic with pure honey, raw honey. You would never have a cold. I don't remember the last time that I visited a doctor, because my doctor is up in. See, as long as I take care of myself, using and living the right way and eating the right food, which is in the Bible, in Leviticus 11, then he will protect me. He's my only doctor, the Creator. And by the way, my mother's 102 years old, and she doesn't suffer from anything. She lives in Florida. Corrupting the youth through music. See, the devil always knew the effect that music has on the human mind. So he has come up with this rap game, gangster rap game, in Spanish reggaeton, and some other weird music. Okay? It is really, really sad what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, because again, the family have been destroyed from within. So you corrupt the youth, then there's no future. That's why this is the last generation. Believe it or not. 6, religions. I already tell you what religion's job is. And that's why soon there's going to be a one-world religion one world currency once America is taken out of the way. But this is not going to be until Donald Trump takes over, because he will be back at the helm. Okay? But of course, some blood is going to be shed. It's like the return of the Antichrist, so some blood is going to be shed. People are going to be fighting and killing each other over the division. Because if you want to keep America, if you want to make America great again, then we all must come together. But no, it's me versus them. Republicans versus Democrats. Democrats versus Republicans, when it's all is controlled by the same entities. And that entity is called money. And what does the Bible say? You cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve God and the God of money. So religions have been the greatest, the most destructive force, the most destructive organization throughout human history. That is a fact, Jack. Abortion, which is human sacrifice, because it's part of the evolution of the destruction of the family. Ideologies like reincarnation and the theory of evolution. So everything that that God says, man believes. We cannot even identify a woman, the very being that we all come out of, and shall respect and love with all of our hearts. In fact, there is a commandment for it. Number 5, honor thy father and thy mother. But the world leaders want you to believe that they love you so much that they are doing summits all over the place, G20s. Now they have a summit in Dubai because they want to talk about climate change. They love you so much. While using their own private airplanes, ladies and gentlemen, those are the most, but they can do this. Why? Because they have destroyed, they have corrupted the human mind. They have destroyed the human family. So they know that they got humanity. It's just a matter of, it's a game of chess. There are some pieces that needs to fall. There are some moves that needs to be made. And that's going to take some time. The climate change is a lie, okay? Do not believe the hype, okay? Climate change is a lie, okay? In fact, humanity has been kidnapped. The human family has been kidnapped by this lie. Okay? So, before I go into the Bible, let me just tell you something real quick. We have believed this lie. We have believed in religion. Hey, by the way, do you know that religion has been the greatest cause of atheism in the world? Because people have waken up. That's why there are a lot of Satanists out there. There are a lot of people that believe in the evolution. That's why, because they have fallen into the psychological operation called religion. So you see, man, the devil has taught men well. Man has fallen. That's why you don't believe in a God, because religion is a game and you see it. But then once you see it, where do you go? You go anything but up. You go down, and you don't believe in God anymore. And that we come from nothing. That we were created for nothing. Okay, that we came from chimps, and that we came from a cosmic soup. Which is sad. Now let's see the books, the Bible. Let us go to Matthew 12. Matthew 12. No, in fact, I'm going to leave that for last. No, I take it back. Matthew 12, verse 25. Look at this. And Yahushua, Christ, knew their thought and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. You understand? So America and the world right now is divided. So the world and America, just like America, they are ripe for the devil to play all kinds of games. Okay? And there are a lot of people that are going to die, ladies and gentlemen, needlessly. Needlessly, because why don't they see that they are they are just pawns in this game of what? I've got you. No. Go back to your Creator, and He would protect you. So He protect those that what? That worship Him, because He was the one that created life. Now, so you see, so the devil knows that by the power of divisions, so by dividing it, by having society divided, they even said it, out of chaos. Okay. Now let us go to 19, Matthew 19. Matthew chapter 19 verse 6 says, wherefore they are no more, well, let me start reading from verse number 5. Matthew chapter 19 verse 5. And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. 6. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. Well, therefore God hath joined together, let not man put asunder. In other words, they are no two now, they are one flesh. But that has been destroyed. That essence has been destroyed. In fact, we have completely, we cannot even, they are like about what? Like 52 sexual orientation, which is actually demon possessions. We cannot even identify a woman. So you understand, ladies and gentlemen, this last generation is so ridiculous and so crazy that he has nothing on the times of Noah or the times of Sodom and Gomorrah combined. That's why God is going to take pleasure in destroying this last human generation, cleaning the earth. Just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go to Colossians chapter 3. Okay, Colossians. Oops. Yes. Colossians chapter 3. Okay? Colossians chapter 3, verse 18. Take a look what this beautiful verse is saying. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husband, as it is fit in the Lord. 19. Husbands, love your wives and be not bitter against them. 20th. Children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the Lord, unto God. 21. Fathers, provoke not your children to anger, lest they be discouraged. 22. You understand? Even the servant says, obey in all things your masters according to the flesh, not with eye service, as men pleasers, but in the singleness of heart, fearing God. Ephesians chapter 5. But before we go to Ephesians chapter 5, I want you to appreciate what I just said to you, ladies and gentlemen, what I just read to you. See? And verse 3 is telling you the wife, submit yourself unto your husband, unto your own husband, as it is fit in the how? See, if you submit yourself unto your husband, and he does the right thing and protect you and God approves, then no problem. But if he mistreats you and he abuses you and he does domestic violence, well, because now you are married in this in a church, in some religious beliefs, satanic beliefs, then you will grow the spirit. You may kill yourself. You may kill your kids. You may kill your husband. And that's what the devil likes. He relishes on humans' destruction and shedding of innocent human blood. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. Okay? And this verse reinforces. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25 says, husbands, love your wives even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. 26, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. 27, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having a spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. 28. So ought men to love their wife as their own body. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. (29) For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourish it and cherish it, even as the Lord the church. 30th, for we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. 31, for this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, the devil knows that his days are numbered upon the face of this flat earth. And since And since man was created by God, he got so upset. Humanity doesn't even know how much the devil hates humanity. But we love what hates us, don't we? Whatever hates us, we love. It's sad. I mean, look how we're living. They want you to believe that we are on the verge of nuclear war, which is actually what they call it, cosmocide. Okay? Of course, God is not going to allow that, because I just told you what these nuclear weapons are really going to be used for. They're going to be used for what? To fight God's only Son, Yahushua, when he comes back with all his might, with millions of his angels to clean earth. He preserved it, and he's going to clean earth. Okay? Because God gave his only begotten Son, so that anybody that believed on him shall not perish but have everlasting life, which is the purpose as to why we were created for in the first place. But ladies and gentlemen, it's not just believing. Because how do you show your belief? By deeds, by action, how you live your life before your Creator, and how you dress, how you carry yourself, what you eat, what you put into the temple, okay? Into the temple, into the Holy Spirit temple. Because ladies and gentlemen, please understand the purpose of life. We were created upon the face of this flat earth of ours, so that God could multiply and reproduce himself through us. But we accepted and we ate alive. Not a literal fruit. Because a lot of people have I don't know where they heard of that, because the Bible doesn't say that he ate of the apple. That's another lie. By the way, I'm gonna also talk about I'm gonna make a video on Lilith. Okay, the demon woman of what? Of seduction, that makes men betray their wives. So unless you have a strong relationship with your Creator, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the only solution, you will not make it. Because remember, those who believe and those who live according to Christ and according to the heavenly family, which is composed of the God Almighty, whose name is I Am. And then you have the celestial mother, her name is Rawak Hakodesh, which actually in Hebrew means air. She was the one that gave us the breath of life. And then you have whom the word called Christ, whose real name is Yahushua, but Christ. And then you have the angels. So that's what the heavenly family is composed of. Not some Anunnaki extraterrestrial beings, because that's what the demons have been conditioning you for. That's what Hollywood has been conditioning you for. That's why the powers, the earthly power, the powers that be, the two-legged leaders on this planet, talk to you about climate change. First it was global warming, then climate change. Because why? Because they know what is coming. So they want you to condition yourself and submit yourself to the way of governing. They want to control the human. Okay, so they want to exploit what it is inevitably coming upon the face of this flat earth. Okay, we are in dire strait, ladies and gentlemen. Big time, exponentially. In fact, even the Bible tells you we are living in the most dangerous time of human history. And the reason is because we have lost it. We have lost logic. We have lost everything. We cannot even identify the very being that we come out of. Of course, that's not my problem, because I know. But I'm just saying. You see, to the level that we have come to, and then if I go to bed feeling like a man, then wake up as a woman, doesn't that constitute a possession? No, but we accepted it because this is the devil's time, and his days are numbered. So he wants to make sure that he brings a lot of people down with him. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, here's a joke for you. What a joke. Haven't I been telling you this? The FBI director, Ray, again, was in the news. Telling you, that this is the most dangerous time for America. I have never seen it this bad. Why? Because they are planning to do something. Otherwise, why would they open the south border and let the whole world come in? You see? So that's how they condition. First, they create a problem. They wait for your reaction, and then they come with the solution. You see? You understand? This is how they've been playing humanity. Through their god Satan. All human kingdoms and empires have governed their respective society for such disregard. It's not even funny. Nobody loves anybody anymore. People use each other. Just like they show you in the movie. I meet you today, and the next place that we're gonna see each other is in the hotel room, taking care of business, right? You understand? Is that the route you want to go? Hey, by all means. Our existence, our curses, and our blessings are based on our decisions. Earth is the classroom. Life is the lessons, and your grave are your blessings and your curses. Your suffering. You reap what you sow. Somebody just wrote me the other day and say, Morpheus, please take me out of here. I mean, Morpheus from the Matrix. I'm not trying to be from the Matrix. And in fact, Larry Fishburne graduated from the same junior high school that I went to. Okay? In Brooklyn, New York. But this is not about Morpheus. This is about somebody that's coming to you telling you the truth. Can you handle the truth? Or are you so plugged into the system, you don't want to be unplugged? You see reality from this alternate reality that you have been exposed to and that you've been living under. So you cannot see the light that it is within you, which is the very light of God. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. May God bless you. And remember, I always pray for you. And by the way, thank you for all my subscribers who have been subscribing to my channel. And remember, I pray for you, believe it or not, as God is my witness. I pray for my subscribers, because this is a very dangerous, times that we live in. The devil is always trying to set people up. Didn't I just tell you? I gave you an example. Oh, Christopher Wray, the head of the FBI, is telling people, "Oh, this is I never seen it this bad." Really? Isn't this the reason you went to Davos? To make sure that this happens? It reminds me, and they're all the same. They all read the same book. It's like Mayor Eric Adams from New York. So glad I got out of that place in time. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is talking about, oh, the migrants will destroy New York. No kidding. No kidding, Sherlock Holmes. No freaking kidding, because you created this. That's your very, I see you. That's your very essence. That's how you deceive the masses. You create a problem, and the fear factor. And then they have this switch as governor. You may say, Ruben, how can people be so dumb as electing this lady Huckle? And because your leaders are not elected, they are selected. Your votes don't count. Oh, why are they making such a big deal with Donald Trump and all of this and election interference, and for instance in Georgia? Ladies and gentlemen, don't you know that the whole system is playing you? Wake the hell up. America is done, and so will be the world at its right time. God is about to make his presence known. In fact, they are even getting you ready for the darkness time that the Bible talks about. They say, oh, the sun is going to go dark. There's 3 days of darkness. You see? And you people fall for this. Okay. I said enough. May God bless you. Y'all take care.